What do you think?
Yeah, we're good.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay. A tiny. Wish I could be tiny this way and not just tiny that way.
Welcome to Bear Pantry Talk. This is the sister channel to the Bear Pantry Show. This is where you're going to find honest reviews, exciting unboxings, do-it-yourself projects, and engaging commentary.
Hey guys, so sometimes it's not going to be me and Josh. Sometimes it's going to be Josh by himself, me by myself, maybe me and Joe.
Or sometimes she could rope me into it.
This is a good one though, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. I like talking about stuff more.
Okay, so what are we going to talk about? Well, they're going to see it in the title. We're going to talk about ish we've learned from watching Lifetime movies. And I'm talking about the Lifetime Movie Network because I don't watch the other Lifetime too much. Although,
yeah,
they put some of the movies over there too. All right, so you want to go first? What have you learned from watching Lifetime movies?
Well, it's what haven't I learned, really, is the question. It's what not to do in a situation.
Okay. Do it that way. Do it that way.
You know, don't hug. You know, after you're running away from a killer and you meet up, let's say if I meet up with Joshua, my initial thing is not gonna hug him. I'm gonna say, take this bat or other weapon I got you, and we have to go bash somebody's brains in.
Okay, we might have to spell all of that. B-A-S-H.
I thought that was fine. I didn't say anything
I think
bad.
it's fine. And how about when the person, okay, they got you tied up to a chair, right?
Yeah.
I don't see the day that would ever happen to Jada.
No.
But they have you tied to a chair, and then Joshua, let's say Joshua or Daddy or somebody walks in there to rescue you, right? And the person's there with the back turned, you're here, and you go, huh?
No, yeah. No, yeah.
Don't do that.
Nope.
Don't alert them with your eyes.
Keep looking at the killer. Keep thinking, keep telling the killer that you love him. You know?
That's the next topic.
Yeah.
You have to, you don't argue with them.
You have to play along. Yeah, you gotta play along. And don't take the quickest, like, yeah, I'm gonna dash. No, you gotta give it some time. Play along. Let them give you some freedoms, and you gotta pick the heaviest thing that can bash their head in. Again, back to bashing their head in. Killers are like zombies. You have to go for the head. You have to double tap because they have this crazy killer rage in them where if you hit them and you think, oh, they're down, they're sleeping. No, you gotta go until you see brain matter because they just get this like energy and they come back.
So they're like Jason.
Yeah, they're like Jason. They're like all of them put together. They all come back.
And they do that. We call that, in this house, we call it, they Jasoned him because they'll, you know, knock the person out or whatever. They run outside, the cops are there and go, he's in there in the room or she's in there, and they go, gone.
Nobody's there.
Gone. And sometimes the person is totally maimed and they're gone.
Yeah.
How did they get up and leave? Then they show them at the end where they ring somebody else's doorbell to be the doula again or to be the nanny or whatever they're going to be. Now, for me, this is not what I've learned. This is what I've always known. Don't let nobody in your house. My mom was like that. She don't let too many friends up in her house. And they definitely not going to have the run of her bedroom. You know, can I go use the bathroom? And you find them in your bedroom. Right away you start scanning for cameras. You find somebody come on at your bedroom. Oh, I went to the wrong door. No.
Nope.
You see the bedroom door all the way back there and it's closed. How do you go to the wrong door, right? And then, I'm not saying you can't have a nanny because people that watch me from like New York, people that have money, they have nannies, right? Because my cousin's a nanny.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say don't have a nanny. But I'm going to say you better watch what that nanny doing. Especially if she all up in your business. Which my cousin's not like that.
And
she's totally
like
professional.
Young nannies, they're always like in love with their husband, and then the husband they always make the husband think the wife is crazy, and I hate that because men make us crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Men like to say we're crazy. No, you make us crazy for not believing that the nanny's crazy. So you know, Lifetime just like kind of. Honestly, I try not to watch a lot of Lifetime, but it's like a black hole. It sucks you in, and sometimes you have to just spring up when mom and dad are watching it and be like, I'm not gonna get sucked into this one.
Not sucking into this one. Most of the time, I catch the movies like at the end, and then I don't know what the movies are about when they start, like the very beginning. And then the beginning will start one day when I'm sitting there because they don't wait for the next minute to start. So Lifetime movies run like this. They run on the odd hour. So they go 9 to 11, 11 to 1, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, yada yada. So if you're sitting there right at the end, let's say at 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock, they don't wait for the minute after the 3 o'clock hour to start the other one. They start it the minute before And so you think it's the ending of one movie, it's the start of another one, and you are already sucked in with the start because they started very interesting. It's like, okay, what's going on here? So don't trust the young nannies. Don't trust the older doulas. The doulas are usually younger. I mean, older. They're usually older. And like Jada comes back to the husbands, right? So the husbands, sometimes the husbands don't fall for the nanny or whatever. Yeah. Sometimes they're good husbands. They don't fall for the nanny. But they still don't believe the wife when the wife is like, something's off about this nanny. I don't know what's going on here, but something's off. Like if it were me and Joe and I told him something was off, he would say, okay, let's look into it. Let's set up some cameras.
This would never happen to, like, I would say a Central American family, because we like talk a lot with our face. Sometimes we don't even need words. Like I saw a meme where it's like only people from Central America get this, and it's that.
Over there. That you point with your lip.
And like we would do some, even if we didn't know Morse code, I'd be like, like he's a killer, run, you know.
Yeah, and nobody can come between us in here, between the kids, between me and Joe. Nobody can come and start telling us stuff, and then we're gonna believe them over our own thing. Like nobody can come and say, "Well, Josh was out drinking and he was taking drugs." Ain't nobody gonna believe that.
Yeah, that's not Joshua.
No, we're not gonna believe anything that you say because we already know what each other are about. So they'll have kids where the parents raising the girl for 16 years, 17 years, and some of the best friend will come along and start telling the mom stuff about the daughter, and the mom believes the best friend.
Yeah.
Especially if the daughter was already on drugs and then went into rehab and all free or clean, the mom will tend to believe right away, no, you watch for your own symptoms. Come on. So, and don't get me wrong, I know Lifetime has to be like this to keep these plot lines going and keep you entertained, but it just seems like it's the same stupid thing over and over again. What I've learned about using a knife is that you don't go over, you go under, because when you go over, they can block your hand, turn it right back on you. So it's always
and I think under is a bit more satisfying because, you know, I mean, it's true. If you want it accurate, you know, it goes up in the heart between the ribs kind of thing. And I learned that from Outlander. You know, all right. It's not like I've done it. I just learned it from Outlander. But yeah, also they're fibbing when they act like they want to kill themselves. And
so we're gonna cut that whole part out just now. So, and then when you finally have the GUN in your hand, don't talk. Don't talk. Don't say, oh, this, da, 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 da.
No,
don't even think you could tie them up by yourself.
I want
by
a
holding
Taken scene where he doesn't allow him to have his talk and it just go, done.
Or like Red from Blacklist.
That's
Kai. Do not talk.
When
you talk
later. Yeah.
When you talk, they have an opportunity to get the upper hand on you, okay? So then another one, don't be up no flight of stairs. Every time you see a flight of stairs in an argument broke up there by the banister, somebody gonna come tumbling down the stairs and crack their neck.
We have a lot of back doors, people. You could probably open a door faster if this was a Lifetime movie. All your doors are already open. So, you know, it's stupid. It's true though. So why go upstairs? I wouldn't just go out the back with the doggy.
That's what the stupid people will do. Here comes the killer. They go run up the stairs. Where are you gonna escape by running up the stairs? The fire trellis?
For real?
You know, it's like, don't run upstairs, fool. Run to the kitchen and grab the kettle. Grab the cutting board. You know how they have the ones with the handle like a paddle?
Grab the top of the toilet seat. Or you know the
lid,
the lid, just bash. That's what I do if I run in the bathroom. I let you in, ba. That's just me.
Did you notice that we have thought this through?
Because okay, we're not the only people that will watch stuff and be like, no, I would have done that different. I would have done this different.
Yeah.
And I mean, definitely, it's like. Obviously, if I was in a horror movie, I'd die first. Maybe Joshua says I have a chance because I'm a lighter shade of milk chocolate than he is.
Joshua would die first. Speaking of which, let's talk about that. So I told you guys before one of the mukbangs that I saw a Lifetime movie where some girls got kidnapped throughout the whole movie, and at the end they got rescued, and there was a black one in the mix, right? And I'm like, how does a black person get kidnapped though? Because I just feel like they're more like aware and more savvy, and I'm not even trying to, you know.
We're always on our toes.
Yeah, we're not trying to be stereotypical.
No,
I'm just saying.
But I mean, sometimes movies are a reflection of the world,
of the truth, right?
Yeah.
Joe turned around and go, I don't know how come she's still alive. So the movie didn't And yet, Joe, let's see.
So bad.
Something might fall on her head because that's what happens. The darker skinned person will die first, and the only other person that will die first, if this person's in the movie, is an Asian.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, they haven't moved.
Or I mean, sometimes they allow like the ditzy blonde to die first. Sometimes, but most of the time she makes it. But there's a movie that is coming out called Freaky, and this is not like a sponsor to them or anything. It's with Vince Vaughn, and basically it's like a Freaky Friday version of like a horror story. And the girl, the main girl's friends are running away from the killer, and one's a gay guy and one's a black girl, and he goes, "I'm gay, you're black, we're so dead."
Although in Lifetime movies, the cheeky gay guys makes it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's usually the best friend to the person.
But if you're a girl best friend, you ain't making it. You dead.
And he's usually the one telling the girl, "Girl, you crazy.
Girl.
Don't you see what she doing?"
Girl.
They're usually very intuitive.
See, who ain't gonna end up in that? Even if I do, if someone's like, if I found out someone's crazy, I'll be like, that's crazy. What?
And then when the person shows up pregnant and you know they ain't supposed to be pregnant, right? And it's like you don't even try. How many people you're around a pregnant woman you try to touch and feel that baby, or she trying to let you feel that baby? Pregnant women are like that. You want to feel the baby kick? You know, most of them are like that. You know, when they're around someone that they know. Not me. Don't touch me.
That's right.
Child, don't touch me. Don't touch my belly. Don't touch my babies. Don't kiss my babies. No. No, don't even touch me on my shoulder because you just made me feel hot.
For real. I mean, even like the way Bob is makes me feel uncomfortable around babies sometimes. I'm like,
yeah. It's like, no.
What do I do?
No. Did we miss anything? Any other sweet topics?
Don't run upstairs. Stop leaving your house open. Don't let. Stop letting little boys fall in love with you. That's a lot of Lifetime ones where they get like some new little boy, fall in love with them, and they always record them. And then
you
can
see that they're young. In the movie, you can see that the boy is young. And I'm like, you can't see this boy doesn't even have a mustache.
Exactly. Because it's like shaving, you're going to take that away. You're going to see the pores.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
Yeah. Lifetime movies, I mean, they teach you what not to do.
And I love having Lifetime movie on in the background when I'm editing and stuff. Because you can like look away for half hour, look up back and still know what's going on.
It's true.
Yeah, you can still really see the plot coming, know what's going on. And like me and Joshua are doing like facial features because Joshua draws for a living, so he looks at everything. When he looks at a person's face, he doesn't just look at a person's face. He looks at their nose and the way it's structured, and if it's the type of nose that suits the type of face. It's not just that, oh, you have a sharp nose so it goes with this face, or you have a bulbous nose so he sees if it goes with the other bone structure. He looks at your eyes to see if they're too close together, too far apart. Joshua looks at everything when he looks at a person's face, and he's very critical.
Very true.
He's very critical.
Joshua is so critical.
And when he thinks somebody's, and the person might not even be ugly to us, because we don't look at all of that, he'll say, oh, that's unfortunate.
Legit. Like I remember we were talking about somebody, and I was like, you don't think they're beautiful? And he's like, I mean, they're not hideous. I'm like, but they're so pretty. And he's like, no, because they have that little thing right there where their eyes too close. And I'm like, dang, Josh, you're so critical.
Well, because he notices all of that, he knows who the killers are going to be in every Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a thin upper lip. He's got these big blue eyes. No, most of the times it's beady brown eyes. But if the guy has big blue eyes,
yeah, he's the killer.
That's the killer.
Yeah.
And
weird chiseled jaw.
Chiseled jaws, yeah. The young boys. The young boys that sleep with the teachers, they have the chiseled jawline.
Those dark jawbones where
and they don't have any mustache.
Clinch.
No mustache, so they're not going to let a Latino guy do the thing. They're going to let a white dude do it. Because Latino guys, they have mustache from the time they're 9.
Or when they have those like really brooded brows, like those hard.
Like Eugene Levy.
Yeah.
Eugene Levy type brows. And then when it comes to the girls, the killer girls, they usually like just make their hair look wild. You know what type of Lifetime movie I hate though? The ones with the teenage girls in high school cheerleading type thing. I'm turned off of those ones. They're vicious. The girls are usually very vicious. They're boring, and they would not get away with that in a real high school.
And
not in Fontana.
I hate the ones where they get their baby stolen, because like that wouldn't happen with us.
Yeah, ain't nobody stealing my. When I gave birth to my babies, they stayed with me in a room. They had markers like Jory. One of his ear is not totally like curved over like this. It's cropped off like a
He looks
Doberman.
like an elf.
So we know they did not steal Jory.
No.
And then right away we looked at Jada and we knew because she had that one dimple here. She was the one that was born with the flaming red hair.
Yeah.
Not this red hair, but another type of flaming red hair.
Like actual ginger.
Joshua was born hairy from head to toe, and he was superly duperly dark skinned. He wasn't like light and got dark. Joshua was born dark and got lighter.
Yeah.
And so everybody, the nurses, the what do you call the little girls that hand out the magazine? Do they still have those?
The candy stripe?
Candy striper girls. Everybody came to see the baby. They're like, we have to come see the little dark baby. Oh my God, he's beautiful. Why is he so dark? I go, I don't know.
I wonder if Daddy has like Sudanese in him.
We're gonna do that when the
Yeah.
price of the Ancestry DNA drops down to $59 each plus the shipping. I'm gonna buy two, one for Jada and one for
People
Joe.
in Sudan are just like so beautifully dark and tall
Well,
and skinny.
I think that his
gorgeous.
brother looks Ethiopian or Senegalese.
Yeah, I could see Ethiopian too, though. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
some people from Ethiopia kind of look like Josh.
Yeah, yeah. I have Nigerian in me. I like 16% Nigerian. So and some other African ones too, but not the ones you just said. But the Nigerian was the most. The other ones are like 1%, 2%. You know, I don't really count them when they're that little. But all of it makes up the African side of me. So I'm dying to see what Jada would get from me and Joe. So are we done with this one, babe?
Yeah.
This one was fun. We might do another one like this again with more Lifetime stuff if we remember stuff, all right? Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment,
Ring the bell.
and beat the drum. Remember, guys, we are not purchasing this book because if you do, the only people that are making money from the book sales are my ex-distributor, Amazon, and anybody else who sells books online. What I need for you guys to do is purchase this book. This is my book of Belizean recipes, 120 recipes inside. They're all easy, fun, simple, and you guys are going to enjoy them. Take a look inside the book.